So first of all, let's start with what is casting. Casting is essentially referring to the angle that the lead arm and the club have during the swing. Now, if you are casting the club, you will see that as you come down, this angle widens too early and too quickly. Now, often when we are analyzing the swing, if we see somebody pause in this shaft parallel position in the downswing and they're a caster, their hands will be very high and a long way outside of their right leg. Now, why is this not beneficial for your swing? Well, essentially, this is going to cause you to not be able to compress your irons. You'll have zero shaft lean, you'll pick the ball off the surface, and you won't get that compression that we want. Now, the best players in the world, they do something very different. On the way down, they're able to create this angle as they are pulling the club down into this position. So you'll see by the time they get to shaft parallel, their hands are a lot lower and a lot more in front of their trail leg. Now from here, generating shaft lean and compression is effortless and easy. They've done the hard work, they've got themselves into that position. From there, everything else is going to follow. Now, here's the thing. Most coaching nowadays is along the lines of have a body-driven swing. Go to the top of the backswing, leave your hands up and turn as much as possible. We've all seen coaches preach that message. But the biggest issue with this is the only way you can generate lag, and the correct way is by actually pulling the handle down with some speeds. And don't take my word for it, go look at other phenomenal coaches far smarter than myself, like AMG Golf. They can measure this using gear systems. And when they measure this, they can see that the best players in the world accelerate their hands at a much faster and earlier rate than amateur golfers do. The only way you can do this is by pulling on the handle. Now, when you look at a lot of the top golfers out there, if you listen to somebody like Sergio, they talk about feeling like they pull their hands down, pulling a chain down.
The beginning of the downswing, it's important to pull down with the club. It's important that you do it with your arms, not with your body.
Rory does a split hand pump drill where he gets the arms back in front of him. And just have that feeling. All of this is using their arms in transition to get the club back in front of them. Now again, don't take my word for it, let's look at some examples. And what do we see here? Well, in all of these examples, we see the hands go from a high position at the top of the backswing to a low position extremely quickly. And this is because they are pulling the club down hard with their arms. So, if you want to generate lag, you have to do this. If you don't believe me, go try it. You'll see you generate lag straight away a lot better. Now, the other key thing that I want to sort of highlight that hurts a lot of golfers is coaches say have a relaxed grip pressure throughout your whole swing. Terrible advice. That does not happen. Now, the golf industry is not amazing at measuring this. We are getting better at measuring this, and there are technologies coming out that are breaking the way, that are showing us that the best players in the world don't do this. What they do is they start with a grip pressure relatively relaxed at address. So at address, sure, you want to be relaxed, but gradually, as they're swinging this club around their body, they are generating momentum. As you generate momentum, your grip pressure tightens to the point where when you pull in transition, we see the best players in the world grip the club the tightest. So as you are pulling that club down, you want to be gripping it tight. If you're trying to keep a really relaxed grip pressure the whole time, you're just going to be setting yourself up to cast it every single time. Now, by the way, that can be an amazing swing thought. Actually thinking as you get to the top of the backswing that you want to grip that club harder as you pull down. Again, that's an amazing swing thought that you can take to the golf course. So now we know that we're not trying to have a relaxed grip pressure and we're not trying to generate speed via our chest. Let's now go through some great exercises to help you do this. So the first exercise we're going to do is, like I said earlier, a split hands pump drill. And this is a fantastic exercise for helping you simplify down what hand speed is. So if I set up to the ball here, I'm going to grab the club in my left hand, hike it up in front of me and bring it in line with my toes. Then I'm going to take my trail hand, point it away from me and grip it so it's 50-50 on the club and the shaft. If I go to the top and do this correctly, I'm going to feel like I can pump my arms down as low as possible, as quick as possible. Now, those are the key words that you're going to take away today, because a lot of golfers, when they hear pull from the top, they get things wrong very, very quickly. The key is that you want to get your hands from the top of the backswing down as quick as possible to the lowest point they can physically go. So you've got to get them as low as possible, as quick as possible. The only way you can do that is if you pull your hands down fast. Now, when we are doing this split hands pump drill, I want your shoulders to stay level. I do not want you to pull them down like this to where they're tilted. So keep the shoulders level and think, I've got to get my hands as low as possible, as quick as possible. To the top, as low as possible, as quick as possible. As low as possible, as quick as possible. And you can see when I do that, I'm getting down into a nice low position, just like so. So if I now do this with a golf club and I go to the top, pump it down as low as possible, as quick as possible. Is that lag? Yes. I'm not holding angles, I'm simply pulling the hands down as quick as I can. That is generating the lag naturally. Just like pulling a chain. If I pull a chain, I'm going to generate lag. So your swing thought from the top is going to be feeling like you're not turning your chest, you're not tilting, you're pulling your arms down as low as possible, as quick as possible. And you can do little shots like this where you feel like you go to the top, pull your arms down, pull your arms down. Great, they're as low as possible, as quick as possible. Then hit a golf shot with that feeling. And if I play that back in slow motion from the face-on view, look how much lag I generated there. The harder you pull, the more lag you're going to generate. Now, as you do this, we've also got to give you exercises that encourage you to really deliver shaft lean. An alignment stick's going to be your best friend in this situation. So what you're going to do is get a golf ball and an alignment stick. You're going to place the alignment stick about half a grip length behind the golf ball you are hitting. You're then going to step up to the ball. You're going to go to the top and you're going to feel like you can pull your hands down. What's the key swing thought? We are trying to get the hands or the grip as low as possible, as quick as possible. Then from there, you're trying to avoid that alignment stick and hit the golf ball. That's going to ensure that you're getting that ball and in ground contact, which is so crucial for these shots. So if I do this here, set up, I'm going to go to the top, get my hands as low as possible, as quick as possible, and then from there, I'm going to avoid that alignment stick, hit the golf ball. And as you can see right there, that is a really nice small draw. The compression was good. I avoided that alignment stick, and ultimately I hit the ball with some lag and some shaft lean. Now here's the thing, it is exactly the same motion as with a driver. If I'm setting up to hit this driver and I want to hit up on the ball, one of the key things is I've got to be able to pull the hands down low to then get in a position where once they're low, I can then start to push up out of the ground and hit up on it. So many golfers, they are getting into a position where they're swinging over the top, they're casting, they're doing all of these things because they're simply not getting their hands low enough, quick enough. And as a byproduct, what do you end up seeing? You end up seeing this casted look. So pull those hands down. The swing thought is to get the grip of the hands as low as possible, as quick as possible. This will then allow you to start to hit up on the ball more and hit better drives. Now let me actually show you this. So I've got a ball here. We're going to try and get the hands as low as possible, as quick as possible. And this is going to get me into a much better position to where I can hit up on the ball beautifully. Now that was absolutely ripped. I'll tell you what, that might even be at the other end of the driving range right there. I got the hands down low. I generated lag. I was then able to hit up on the ball, which for me, I hit up on it about 3 or 4 degrees. And this is the method that I use. So give that a go. If you want to generate lag, you've got to start to pull your hands down in transition with speed. Now, if you need more one-to-one help with your game, I offer online coaching on the Skillest platform. The link is down below in the description.